I'm Brad Furber. I'm the COO of the Michael Crouch Innovation Center, and I wanted to welcome you all here to our activation celebration. In welcoming you, I'd like to show my respect by acknowledging the Bejugal people, the traditional custodians of this land. I would also like to pay my respects to elders, both past and present, and extend that respect to other Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders who may be present here tonight. So I was hired about a year or so ago when this building was still in construction to figure out what the Michael Crouch Innovation Center could be, should be, and will be. And today, the MCIC operates on three fundamental principles. First, everyone is welcome. Second, everyone is an innovator. And third, there's always a better way. So what I've learned in my career working with founders and funders and startups is that the single most important thing for any new leader is to focus on who first and then what. So the first order of business for the MCIC was, and I would say still is, who. That's what tonight's activation celebration is all about. It's about the who. Now, some of you might be scratching your head. Is this necessary? Okay. And wondering if I'm talking about the innovative British rock band who was famous for smashing guitars and talking about my generation. And the answer is no. The who I'm talking about is you. So everyone who's been invited to this event tonight are people who either, one, have helped us get to where we are today, which is really just version 1.0, or two, people who we think within the next 3 to 6 months are going to help us build, co-create version 2.0. Now, I'm not going to mention off everyone in the room tonight by name, otherwise we wouldn't be able to get back to the bar, so I wouldn't do that to you. But if you're here, you know you're here, and we know you're here. And we have name tags, and we're hoping that you'll circulate and get to know the other people who are here. Now, the one exception I'm going to make to the rule of not naming names is one person who's not present tonight, although he is here in spirit, and that is our original Innovation Center catalyst, Michael Crouch, AO. And of course, I want to thank our team, the MCIC Starting Five, and the others who have joined us. Can you raise your hands if you're part of that team and look around? Of course, there's one person who I especially want to thank tonight because she's our event producer, and she's done an amazing job to create a special event for everyone here. And I would say she's just an absolute delight to work with and a positive force in the universe. So Amanda, thank you for everything. Also, I want to thank our first artist in residence, Professor Sarah Kenderdine, who agreed to make the MCIC the first stop on her full dome tour, the Dome Lab. And Sarah's here tonight with her mother from Wellington. Sarah, can you raise your hand? There she is. So if you haven't ventured into the lobby tonight, you should, because in that lobby there's the Dome Lab, and it is innovation. It's something that has real research impact, and it's leading to all sorts of other things on campus and beyond. So fantastic. The thing that Sarah was able to deliver when I was originally tasked with this was a wow factor, and I think she delivered the wow factor plus a lot more. So finally, I wanted to mention, I guess, just one other thing. Yesterday, we at the MCIC recruited our first collaboration designers in residence, Matt and Gail Taylor, who are famous for developing the MG Taylor methodology that's practiced globally, including There's a very large group of people down here in Australia who practice that. So Matt and Gail are going to come and literally be residents of the MCIC. They're not going to live in here at night, but they will be staying over there, and basically it's going to be great. And what they've agreed to do is to take that methodology and help us design version 2.0. As a platform for innovators, of course, we're always on the hunt for new experts and residents. Hopefully some of you are already here. And so we're looking for entrepreneurs, catalysts, artists, crazies, the ones who want to change the world. So we have a whole program built out to support that, and it's a win-win. The MCIC staff, I mean, my kids are here tonight. I want to thank my wife too, she's here. Sabina, can you, and my daughter Isabel and Bradley. And, I think when I took this job, people were like, why are you the head of the Innovation Center? I mean, what do you know about innovation? Well, what makes you the genius? And the answer to that is, we actually, the staff of the MCIC, we don't have to be the geniuses. We don't even necessarily aspire to be the geniuses. What we want to be are the genius makers. So what we do offer in here is foundational experiences, experiential learning. We offer opportunities and access to expertise, talent, capital. And we really, at our base, we nurture student innovation, and we want to build strong two-way connections with business and industry. So my wife told me a few days ago when I was thinking about what I was going to say, she says, you got to have an enemy in your speech. That's what Steve Jobs does. So I thought about that, and I said, who's the enemy of the MCIC? None of you in the room are the enemy of the MCIC. The enemy of the MCIC is the status quo. And the idea that it's too hard, that's the enemy. The heroes of the MCIC are those who seek to find a better way. And the legends are the people who make it happen. Sorry about that. So, when I think about this opportunity, the timing of it is actually optimal, because our narrative and our strategy basically perfectly aligns with UNSW's. This week we've launched the 2025 strategic plan. That's where UNSW aspires to be Australia's global university. And it's also consistent with the new focus on innovation here in Australia at the national level, at the state level, and at the local level. So if you just take this week, you've got the Turnbull government holding the Innovation Roundtable. Last weekend you had the hack, the policy hack over at Blue Chili with Wyatt Roy. You have Premier Baird this week announcing one, or we hope more, of these innovation precincts around Sydney. And of course, right now, this is day one of Startup Week Sydney, and we organized this specifically so that we would be part of a large group of events happening. I think it's over 50 events, 30 venues over the next 7 days. So bottom line is, winds are changing. The winds of change are coming, rather. So I'm joining on here a bit longer than I should have, but as Michael Crouch likes to say, and we have on one of the stands here, innovation is an attitude of mind. And our fundamental purpose at the MCIC is to inspire, nurture, and develop the current and next generation of innovators. So this is what takes us to the next part of the program, which is really showcasing our heroes, which is the UNSW student innovators. So tonight, what we've assembled throughout the center and on the colonnade is a cross-section of what we think are some of the best and brightest students at UNSW, and importantly, they represent all faculties. Innovation isn't just about startups and robots, it happens everywhere, all faculties. So I would encourage you all to take the tour and talk to our heroes, help them find a better way. And I guess the last thing I would say is, again, thanks for helping us get the MCIC off to a fast start. I'll let you get back out there, keep the conversations going. We want to create and co-design with you something that will be stronger, faster, and will make UNSW, Australia, and the world a better place. So I guess that's it. I would encourage you to think things here tonight that you might not otherwise think, and meet people you might not otherwise meet, and make things you wouldn't otherwise make. In other words, find a better way.